Well, good morning, Kingfish. What is you doing down at the office so early?
I ain't been home yet. I has been waiting for the all-clear signal.
What you mean, the all-clear signal?
Well, last night I was getting ready to leave the broadcasting station here when the blackout come. Oh, I tell you, Andy, I was never so scared in my life. The place was pitch dark.
That wasn't no blackout last night. We just ain't paid our electric light bill.
Campbell Soups bring you Amos and Andy. Lady, the next time you go marketing, you better order not just a couple, but maybe a dozen cans of the new and improved Campbell's tomato soup. If your folks have liked Campbell's tomato soup in the past, boy, they'll really go for it now. And that's because the new and improved recipe has stepped up the good flavor and given it a richer, fuller taste appeal. And this new recipe has made it more nourishing, too. And that's right in line with the National Nutrition Program to put nutritious, better balanced meals on every American table. Well, why not give it a place on your table this weekend? You'll know it by the new and improved recipe marker on the label. Well, the boys' radio station, WHAR, is creating a good deal of interest. The quartet has everybody in town singing their praise, and the station is rapidly working out some very interesting programs for the listeners. The Kingfish, as sales manager, is trying hard to get a sponsor. Right now, Amos and Andy are in Andy's office at the radio station. Let's drop in with them.
Well, what did the Kingfish say when you talked to him on the phone a while ago?
Well, he called up about 15 minutes ago, and he was all excited, Andy. He was so excited that I said, now just calm yourself, Kingfish, and tell me what's on your mind. And he said that he'd been talking to a sponsor, Andy, and he's got a signed contract with a sponsor to go on our station here, and now we has got our first sponsor.
Oh, boy, that's great news, all right. Yes, sir, that is the stuff. What kind of show?
Well, the Kingfish said that it's going to be live talent. He said they're going to be actors and all that stuff in it, sort of a drama thing or something, but live talent, he said.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm glad of that, because our listeners is beginning to get wax-itis.
What is wax-itis?
Well, it's something that happens to their ears from listening to so many records.
Yeah, well, we is really now on the way to do big things, Andy, with the radio station, because you know the first sponsor is hard to get. You can talk about them, but that first one is hard to get. After we get the first one, though, that sort of breaks the ice, and then all the rest of them going to start coming in, you know.
Yeah. Tell me this. What is the name of the sponsor? Who is he?
Well, the Kingfish didn't say his name or who he was, but the Kingfish said that it was too late for him to meet him at the advertising agencies that he deals through.
Mm-hmm.
So the Kingfish went right to the man's room at the hotel. Oh, he did say that the man was president of some big windmill company around, the company is up around 185th Street, the windmill company.
Oh, yeah. Well, that sounds like a good product, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There ought to be a big demand for windmills.
Yeah.
With the defense work, all these workers making a lot of money, they can buy windmills now where they couldn't afford to buy them before.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I sure is glad that we're going to get a sponsor, because everybody been asking me, say, you got some commercial programs on, they call them, and I say, well, we ain't got none yet, but we is going to get some, you know, and now it kind of make you proud.
Yeah, you said it. And another thing, too. That'll show our competitors, station WVOH, that we is really going to town.
Oh, yeah, WHAR, our station is going to be the station.
Oh, yeah. You know that WVOH over there, they don't think we is smart over here.
Yeah.
Now, I ran into Charlie Smith last night in the drugstore. You know, he's the manager of WVOH.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is, yeah.
You said it. Well, I told him a mouthful. Oh, boy. I told him he was the dumbest man I'd ever met in radio.
Did you tell him that right to his face?
Yeah, and he had another fellow with him, and I said it right in front of his friend's face, too.
Yeah.
I told him that he'd run him right out of business. That's what we do.
Yeah, well, I tell you one thing about it, though. If you know the man, come in, Kingfish.
Yeah, congratulations,
Yeah,
Kingfish.
well, put it there, boys, put it there. I knowed I could do it, I knowed I could do it. I is the greatest salesman in the world. I just done the greatest piece of salesmanship that I ever seen in my life. Yes, it was a pleasure to watch me work.
Yeah, put it there. Put it there again.
Yeah, I certainly was glad we got a sponsor, Kingfish.
Oh, me too.
Oh, every radio station in town was after this account, but after all of their arguments and sales talks, why, they didn't mean nothing against an old veterinarian like me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you got the commercial, Kingfish.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, well, you know something, though, Kingfish. You're going to make that blue serge suit of yours a little shiny, patting yourself on the back. Don't forget Aya's doing great work here, too.
Yeah, when do the contracts say that the sponsor goes on the air?
Well, now, let me sit down here and get my contract out here. Here, just right here.
Yeah. When do they start on the air for 'em?
Well, now, that ain't been decided yet. We has left that open.
How many times a week is they going on our radio station?
Well, now, they is going to talk about that later. We has left that open.
What kind of program is they going to have, Kingfish?
Well, now, the type of program ain't exactly set yet. We has left that open, too.
Yeah, I hope you shut the door when you left. I would like to feel like you closed up.
Well, now, wait a minute, Shane. Now, wait, let me tell you this. It's hard work I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've been working my head to the bone. I'm telling you. I've been working hard.
Yeah, I know. You left so many open places in the contract that we're liable to catch pneumonia, you know that?
Yeah, but I closed on the money, and that's the main thing after all, you know. Don't forget, the price that we as the getters done been agreed on.
How much did you get, Kingfish?
Yeah, how much?
Well, I didn't get as much as I expected, but then I really didn't expect it, you know. But the main thing we got to do, though, Andy, is to get busy and do a good advertising job on station WHAR here and sell the product and do a great job for the Breezy Windmill Company. And we won't stop until there's a windmill in every home in Harlem.
You said it. We'll show them bunch of clunks and fatheads over there at WVOH that we is pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start right in working and get a program for them right now.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Andy. You don't have to worry about that.
Why?
The president of the company that I talked to over at the hotel, Mr. Arthur Weatherly, is on his way over here now.
Oh.
And he got his own idea for the kind of program that he wants, and he gonna explain the whole thing to you, and you ain't got to do nothing but listen.
Oh, that's fine. If it's bad, Andy can rewrite it.
Sure. And if it's good, I can rewrite it, too.
Andy, look here. We is going places. Station WHAR is going to be the greatest station in Harlem.
Oh, sure. Nothing to it. We'll put WVOH out of business.
You know, I wish that quartet was here now singing so that Mr. Weatherly could hear them sing. That sort of makes the client feel good, you know, when they come in, something that's going on that's live.
Yeah, you know, these radio stations let the sponsors come round now and then, play like they're running the program. They let them watch rehearsals and smile at them and hope they don't say nothing.
Yeah, but the sponsor's got to think he's doing something, you know.
Yeah, who is on the station right now? Is we playing records again?
I think that Gwendell is on with some news again.
Yeah, wait a minute. I'll snap on the loudspeaker.
And that is the news from Washington, D.C. We have just received a news flash here at WHAR from the Russian front. It says that the German general on the Russian front has just sent Hitler a message explaining about the unsuccessful German advance in the streets of Stalingrad. The German general claims that the reason for not advancing is because the Germans got on a one-way street and the traffic happened to be going west. General MacArthur has a communique here from the...
Oh, open the door, Kingfish. Open the door.
Yeah, wait, now listen, leave that thing off. Don't put that or everybody on the toes now. Come in, Mr. Weatherly, come in there.
How do you do? I hope I'm not late.
Oh, no, sir, Mr. Weatherly. This is my associates here. This is Amos Jones and Andrew Brown.
How you do, Miss Weatherly?
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, likewise.
Yes. Well, I tell you, Mr. Weatherly, we is very happy to have your windmill company on our radio station here. Mr. Brown here, by the way, is our program director, and he usually writes up the programs for our sponsors, and we want you to give Mr. Brown your idea so that he can carry it out and get the kind of program you want.
Sit down here, Mr. Weatherly, right here.
Thank you. I used to be somewhat of a snow in the noswam, but that was before the writing class after the Canemel at the University of Illinois.
Excuse me for protruding, but what was that again?
I know it may sound egotistical, but the Blackus or the Rennell is the reason, not only because, shall we say, traveler? Anyway, I am the sponsor of the program, and if a Harper gone, let alone a Strelafest, then who has the better right?
Yeah, you see, Andy, nobody got a better right than that.
I didn't quite...
Wait a minute, Amos, wait a minute. Go right ahead, Miss Weatherly. You was the one paying for the program, and you was the one to be satisfied.
yeah.
Well, the idea I have in mind is a weekly romantic etnap with a bit of Dorrit for comedy relief.
Yeah.
I want to get the feeling of Crandig, but not enough of it to overshadow the Dorrit. Or that will take away from the Glenifer, and then we defeat our own purpose.
Yeah, that would be bad, all right.
Oh, sure. I'll watch the scripts close, you know, seeing that nothing like that ever happened.
I have a brief idea in my mind for the bias and the rata, sir, of the first program. It's only the Lavengro of the Radin stage, but at least there's something to go on.
No,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
You see, he is in love with her and doesn't know that the Nimrak or even the Trelvest, which is the Milligrat, and that makes him all the more acceptable.
Mr. Brown here will take care of all of that in the program department.
Yeah, we plant that the bride's mother in a moment of entrance, or we could make it the father who has a frollo, which is in Tinnafunakana Lavender or Hassamet with the money at the bank.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you got something there, all right.
We won't give it to you exactly the way you want it, you see.
Yeah, well, Mr. Weatherly, what we usually do when something like this happens is we goes in the next office. Would you excuse us a few minutes while we go in the next office?
Why, sure, go right ahead. Could I use your phone while you're going?
Yeah, help yourself, right in front of you there.
We'll be back in just a second, Miss Weatherly.
Oh, that's okay. I always know about at the Frenzy because talking in private is more gammoning.
You want the door left open or closed?
Close it, if you will, please.
Radio station WVOH, the voice of Harlem.
Let me speak to Charlie Smith. This is Fred Williams.
Hello?
Say, Charlie, this is Fred. I'm over at WHAR. They're falling for it hook, line, and sinker. I got them so balled up that they had to get out of the room.
Oh, that sounds great. Pour it on, Fred. Says, tell me this, are they taking it big?
Taking it big, you should see them. They don't know what it's all about and agreeing with everything I say. Wait a minute, I hear them coming. I'll talk to you later.
Miss Weatherly, in that second scene, we think that the bride's mother, in the moment the infant was going to follow, which is in the tenif, would be better if we changed that to the regular, the bass ammo, and to be not be able to get the money out of the bank.
Sunday evening, Campbell Soups present the Radio Reader's Digest, bringing to life the pages of America's most popular magazine. This week, they have a 3-star billing for you. You will hear Orson Welles in a gripping war story entitled, I Was a German Hostage, while lovely Wendy Barry provides the heart interest for the very bad-tempered Monty Woolley in the comedy romance, The Lady with the Green Eyes. Be sure to tune in Sunday to the Radio Reader's Digest, 9 to 9:30 Eastern Wartime over most of these stations. Amos and Andy in person will return to you Monday at this same hour. This is Del Sharbutt speaking for the makers of Campbell Soups, bidding you all good night. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.